Welcome to The Explainer. You know, we live so much of our lives online these days, and that's exactly what we're tackling today. We're going to break down how you can stay safe out there. Think of this as your personal playbook for protecting your money and, just as importantly, your peace of mind.
All right, let's just jump right in. Imagine you're just going about your day, and then, bam, this message hits your screen. It's a gut punch, right? It's specifically designed to make your heart pound and just totally bypass your logical brain. We're not talking about a simple spam message here. This is a weapon, and it's aimed right at you.
So, have you ever gotten something like this? If you're nodding your head, you are definitely not alone. This whole tactic, creating this insane sense of urgency, it's one of the oldest tricks in the book. But here's the thing, it's being supercharged with some seriously scary new tech. And what you're seeing here, that's really just the beginning.
But look, here's the good news. For every single sneaky new trick these scammers come up with, there's a way to fight back. And that's what we're all about today. We're going to turn the tables and build your personal playbook so you can spot these threats and stay one step ahead.
So, first things first, we have to get one thing straight. This isn't about those old school, poorly written emails anymore. You know, the ones with all the spelling mistakes. The whole game has changed. And the new star player on the scammers team, it's artificial intelligence.
And this is where it gets really scary, and frankly, really personal. Because they're not just going after your bank account anymore, they're aiming for your heart. They're targeting that deep, powerful instinct we all have to protect the people we love, and they're using some incredibly powerful tech to pull it off.
And you know what's absolutely wild about this? It's how little they need to get started. I mean, we're talking 3 to 5 seconds of audio. That's it. Maybe from a little video you posted on social media of a birthday party. And with just that tiny snippet, they can create a perfect, totally believable clone of your loved one's voice, sounding like they're in trouble and desperately need your help.
Okay, so let's dig a little deeper, because here's the key. No matter how fancy the technology gets, these scams all follow the same basic playbook. They're all about psychology, and once you learn their plays, you can see them coming from a mile away.
It really boils down to these 3 things. These are the red flags, the pillars of pretty much every scam out there. First, that feeling of urgency. You have to act now. That's to get your adrenaline pumping so you don't have time to think. Second, secrecy. Don't tell anyone about this. Why? Because they want to isolate you. They know a friend or family member would immediately see the red flags. And third, a really weird payment method. If you see these 3 things pop up together, ding, 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 it's almost guaranteed you're dealing with a scam.
Yeah, and this slide just lays it out perfectly, doesn't it? Let's be crystal clear. The CRA is never, ever going to call you up and demand you pay your taxes with Apple gift cards. It's just not going to happen. Your bank isn't going to ask you to pay off a loan with Bitcoin. Real organizations have official, traceable ways to pay. Scammers? They want something that's fast, anonymous, and impossible to get back. That's the key difference. Okay, so we know what they're doing. We know their playbook. Now for the important part, what do we do? How do we build up our defenses? Well, the great news is that you don't need to be a tech genius. The best tools are actually super simple and available to all of us. Honestly, if you remember just one single thing from our chat today, please let it be this. Your number one defense, your absolute superpower against these guys, is to just stop. Take a breath, resist that panic they're trying to create. Just slow down.
And this little habit, this protocol is a total game changer. It's an absolute scam breaker. See, that adrenaline rush, that panic, that's their fuel. That's what they're counting on. The second you hang up, you cut them off. Then you find the real number yourself, maybe on the back of your credit card or on an official website, and you call back. Just like that, their spell is broken. You're back in control, and your brain can actually start thinking clearly again.
Okay, next tool in our toolkit. Think about it this way. Your password is the lock on your front door. It's pretty good. But two-factor authentication, or 2FA for short, that's like adding a massive heavy-duty deadbolt. Even if someone gets your key, your password, they still can't get in without that second code from your phone. And a quick pro tip, whenever you have the choice, use an authenticator app instead of a text message. It's just that little bit more secure. All right, this one is huge, and it's so easy to fix. Scammers absolutely love e-transfers because they can try to intercept them by guessing the answer to the security question. You know, like your pet's name or your mother's maiden name, stuff they can often find online. But if you turn on Interac auto deposit in your online banking, poof, that whole problem disappears. The money goes straight into your account, no question, no chance for them to snatch it. It's one little click that slams a giant door right in their face. Look, we're all human. even with the best defenses in the world, things can happen. The most important thing is not to panic and not to feel embarrassed. What you need is a clear, step-by-step plan for what to do the second you think something might be wrong.
And here it is, your 3-step emergency plan. If you even have a tiny suspicion that you've been scammed, you got to act fast, and you have to do these things in this order. Step 1, call your bank. Immediately, freeze everything. Stop the bleeding. Step 2, report it. This helps the authorities build a case against these guys. And step 3, protect yourself from future damage. Contact Equifax or TransUnion and get a fraud alert on your file. Bank, report, protect. Simple as that.
So for that second step, reporting it, this is the number you need. It's for the Canadian Anti-Fraud Center. Seriously, right now, pause if you need to. Put this number in your phone's contacts or, grab a sticky note and put it on your computer, because having this handy means you're not trying to Google it when you're already stressed out.
So let's tie this all together with a super simple tool you can use every single day. Before you ever click a link or reply to a weird message, just ask yourself these 4 quick questions. 1, is this trying to make me panic? 2, does this email address look weird, like a Gmail address instead of an official one? 3, is someone telling me to keep this a secret? And 4, are they asking for a weird, untraceable payment? If you get a yes to even one of those, you know what to do. It's time to slow down.
At the end of the day, being prepared is your absolute greatest strength in all of this. So why not take just 5 minutes today to do a quick checkup? Go see if you have 2-factor authentication turned on for your important accounts. Double-check that Interac Auto Deposit is enabled. It's just a few minutes, but that little bit of prevention is worth its weight in gold when it comes to keeping your digital and financial life safe and sound.